Hey everyone,
Hi.
Welcome back to our channel. We are Manifestation Sisters. I'm Leah.
I'm Tia.
Here on this channel, we teach women to embody the identity that makes life upgrades inevitable by becoming the wealthy woman at the centre of it all.
So let's address the elephant in the room. Where have we been? We know it's been a while. But life has been life. It took a long-needed year off after I had a baby in that time. I've just been enjoying motherhood.
We're back with weekly uploads every Wednesday, and it's going to be more of like a podcast vibe, us here chatting, you know, going over certain topics and things like that. So this is episode 1, season 1
of your Manifestation Sisters podcast, or the Manifestation Sisters podcast.
We go between you and the,
Yeah.
don't we? So for this episode, we wanted to touch base on going back to the basics, really. Today's topic is going to be breaking the habit of being the old self to become the new self. And this is so key when you're wanting to upgrade and go to that next level, because you can't continue to be the old version of self whilst being the new version of self. Like, they can't coexist. And sometimes we can revert back to our old version of self and then shift back into new version of self. It's like jumping onto a different timeline, isn't it? You're either the old self or your new self. So it's bridging that gap. Getting clear on what you want, creating a new identity for that person and embodying that version of you, and then reinforcing that identity. And it's very much the premise of everything we teach and everything we embody in our own lives.
We love talking everything identity transformation.
Absolutely.
If you've been with us from the start, whether we're talking about love, manifesting relationships, money, it all encompasses the same thing, changing who you are to shift a reality and get a different outcome. So whether you are manifesting any of those things, these principles, these topics, these things that we talk about relate to all of them different areas of life. So that's what we say the wealthy woman, because to us, the wealthy woman is the version of ourselves that has it all. Not just necessarily wealthy in money, but wealthy in love, wealthy in health. Wealth just isn't money based, it's other different encompassing areas. It requires you to step into a different version, and we always talk about the different states. That version of you that exists, she has a different thinking, feeling, belief system and behavioural state. And in order to step into that, you have to let your old self die.
Die to the old man, as Neville would say. Like, when you want to become a different version of yourself that you haven't been before, it's very unfamiliar, isn't it? Like, if you want to upgrade, say for example, your money mindset, or you want to go to a different level, say you're earning 5k months and you now want to jump to like 10 to 20k months, that's a different version of you. You've got different habits, you've got different behaviours, you might be showing up differently, you might be doing something differently, and it's like getting clear on that version of you, and then every single day starting to implement those things, because implementation is key, I think, to changing your identity. Yeah, it's one thing to have the self-talk, of course. The self-talk, how that person thinks, feels and believes, is very important, but then also living your life as that version of you is the real missing piece for a lot of people, because they're doing the affirmations, maybe they're doing tools and techniques that are just helping you get into that state, but it's a decision to decide, I'm now this version of you that I keep claiming myself to be, and embodying that version of you. So your mind is like, okay, we're now this new version of self. Like, it's becoming an imprint, it's becoming a new code, a new neural pathway. And sometimes we can revert back to that old self because it's familiar, it's safe, and it's like your mind can be like, whoa, like, I'm not used to being this version of me, so you might sabotage yourself in subtle ways, but it's having the awareness to recognise when you're doing that. Because awareness is really key with manifestation. You get who you're being, so who you are aware of being every single day. So if you're operating like an old self, it's really about being aware, oh, okay, I'm slipping into my old patterns again. My new version of self is now this version. So when I got really clear of who that version of me was, the wealthy woman, right? The woman that has it all, I got really clear on those beliefs for myself, how she thinks, how she feels, what habits she has, how she's living her life, and deciding to implement those things gradually in my day. Some of the things I'm already doing, but some things were like, okay, if, you know, the wealthy woman works out and I wasn't working out, well, I want to start implementing those things, little subtle things, like I want to start thinking how she does, really like immersing myself as that person, being that main character, stepping into her every single day, walking in her shoes, and then it becomes my natural baseline.
I think there's a big transition right now that's happening. A lot of our audience know the principles, they know the information, they can recite. Neville, your assumption, all of the rules, so-called rules of manifesting, they want a place, a space to integrate, to have that no bullshit approach. I just want to become her. I want to live from the intention and have that coherence of my thinking state, my feeling state, my actions to all match and be in alignment with that version of myself. How do I start? How do you guys integrate that version of myself into my day-to-day? So like Clea says, it starts to raise my baseline. I don't feel like I'm forcing, trying, manipulating my 3D, but rather it just rearranges to who I am now anchored and claiming to be internally. And for me, whenever I've manifested and continue to manifest, that is the way I like to manifest. Don't feel like I'm forcing my things, but rather my world has no choice but to rearrange and reflect back who I have claimed I am and who I am being, my amness.
Absolutely.
And it's such an empowered, magnetic place to be, because it's like you're just a walking, talking magnet to the things that you want in your life. Those things like burnout, frustration, self-doubt, constant content searching, trying to find that next fix, nugget where you feel like you've got your foot on the accelerator and the brake at the same time, but essentially your life isn't changing. Them are normal for you start to dissipate because you start operating from this wealthy woman state that we all keep referring to it. And once you start doing that, you manifest love because you are radiating as someone who's loved, cherished and adored. Mm-hmm. Once you start doing that, money starts making its way into your life, whether it's for your business or your work or your career, because you are anchored in the state where money flows to you easily, effortlessly, and consistently. Your appearance starts changing. We have experienced this in ourselves. Like, you're not necessarily trying or forcing. The weight just falls off you because you're anchored into the habits, the feeling, the thinking state of that version of yourself that has your dream body.
It's a daily decision as well, because like I said, like I every single day and set my intention that I'm the woman that has it all, and I've got so clear on who that person is, and I'm not needing to individually affirm who she is in those different categories, because I know who I am in every area of my life. Because the woman that has it all, I know how she thinks, I know the beliefs that she has, I know how she feels, so I'm tapping into her every day throughout my day. And when I waver or when I doubt myself, I return to that decision. I am the wealthy woman that has it all, right? I am persisting in that assumption until it hardens into fact. I'm becoming that version of me until my reality has no choice, like Tia said, to start to reflect back to me who I'm being, who I'm claiming to be. And it is as simple as that, but I think sometimes we feel like there's all these additional steps we need to do, and really all we have to do is make a decision and keep claiming to be that version of self every single day, because you're the one who is the operant power. You're the one that's calling all of the shots. Like Tia said, you're I am this. Who do you say you are every single day? I am this. I am this version of myself. And it's not needing to affirm all these different things, it's keeping on track of that. And yes, I like to listen to rampages. I like to rampage things myself as the woman who has it all, how she is thinking. As simple as the process has got for me, actually, I do other little things just to get myself into this state if I've got goals and that I'm manifesting, but it's not additional steps I need to do as a lifestyle. So how do you start to integrate this in your own life? Clear on what it is you want, who that version of you that has what it is that you want, and how she's acting, behaving every single day, and then reminding yourself that I am this version of myself throughout the day. And then when you're wavering, bringing yourself back to her.
That's the wealthy woman blueprint.
That's the wealthy woman blueprint. It is that simple.
It is that simple.
Because sometimes we're putting all these engines on our rocket, and it's like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do all these different tools and techniques. You are the tool and technique. Mm-hmm. You are the one that is the operant power. It doesn't work itself. These things are not a requirement. Yes, they can help you to get into the state. And I like to meditate and do all these things and do the nervous system regulation if I need to, when I need to, but it's not what's getting me my manifestation. It's who I'm being and who I'm claiming to be. What brings in the manifestation. It's not needing to do all the external things.
It's not a requirement, it's a choice. And I think it's bringing yourself back to that choice all the time. Of like, it actually doesn't have to be that hard. It can be that simple. And sometimes you guys just need the reminder that it actually can be this simple. And you don't need to jump for all these hoops and these conditions, these rules that people are putting on you when it comes to manifesting the life that you truly want and is meant for you.
Absolutely, because desire is to have it. And I think that you can desire something if there wasn't a version of you already having it. And that's infinite reality, infinite versions, and that's like another topic as well.
Yeah. But stay tuned. This was just like a tip your foot in. We're back. Be ready. We're here. We're excited for our journey to be continuing with you guys.
So yeah, we hope you enjoyed episode 1, and we'll be back every single Wednesday with a new episode.
So if you're watching this episode and you're feeling a bit of curiosity, a bit of spark of like, do you know what, I want to work with you girls, I want to be in your world, love everything you're saying, then there are a couple of ways that you can work with us. If you're interested, all the links are in the description box below, and we'll see you in the next one.